Good morning. This is testimony. This is it's 3 in the morning.
Lawyers, guns, and money from the late Warren Zevon, 1978, from Excitable Boy was the name of the album. It's a terrific album with that werewolf song on it, and man, that's good stuff there. We're talking with Chris Lambright about his new book, X Descending, the Paul Bennewitz case. To recap, Paul Bennewitz is this businessman, respectable guy, has a company that deals in scientific instruments. He starts seeing some strange things flying in and out of a secure military base, and when he tells the Air Force about it, they start a counterintelligence operation consisting of disinformation, sort of feeding him a bunch of crazy stuff, and he goes downhill from there. It takes a mental and physical toll on the guy. He ends up dying, and a whole bunch of other stuff gets filtered into the UFO community around the same time. Crazy stories, wild stories that the whole field has still been dealing with this many years later. We continue our conversation and open up the phone lines right after this on Coast to Coast AM.
People, I want to give you my testimony because they're talking about something in 1980. It's over 30 years ago. I'm going to talk to you about something that's happened to me. It has to do with mind control and eugenics and Project Montauk. And from the beginning, whatever. I don't want to go too far back right now. What has happened to me since like last summer, something changed around last August. And then I know I felt something for sure around the 3rd week of last September. And I start to get some different awareness. I never studied the sky really. And I forget when a friend of mine, Archie, he's in one video, he see the black hole. I'm going to give you testimony about a black hole in the sun. A Stargate, I'm in Nibiru. He was here. It's not Venus. And he was here. And then, like 2 weeks ago, he come off the orbit and he starts to go back into the sun. And that's when they said it was a transit of Venus, but it was really him opening up the Stargate and going back into the sun. And that's why we had a lot of this heat and radiation and different things in the atmosphere because of all this Stargate energy. And there's a lot of these people that are lying to us that are trying to trap that energy, and they cast ritual spells, and illuminati ritual killings are happening because they're trying to associate their spells with this energy. And that's why I have to talk about it, because you see, when you talk and when you curse, it's like putting a light out. When they're doing their spells, they need it to be quiet in the woods when they're dancing around doing all their things, right? And then you go out, hey! And they're like, fucks them up. One curse, someone shouting in the woods will fuck them up. So bumbleclot. Anyways, fuck them up. The Stargate. So anyways, they have been doing things on me, like they're talking for a long time, high things, and I see high things, starship big as a city in the sky, all fuckery, whatever. But the thing, enough things that I don't know when to discern what and whatever, but I'm pretty fucking good. I'm pretty fucking good at discerning them. My testimony that I want to testify that I know. This is what it's about. It's the keystone testimony that Venus is not Venus. The calculation that they talk about, the stellar parallax calculation, which is used as the basic for all further astronomical unit calculations, the distance to the stars and the sun, is not valid. Which means what they tell us about how far away the sun and the star is and those things is not true. We're living, that's why we're experiencing this synchronicity and a lot of these things more, because what they're telling us is not true about this thing. It's much more flatter and closer. We are a lot closer to each other. Maybe we don't even want to know how close we are to each other, because look, we're all breathing the same air and everything. And we have this source level, this intention level that's above this higher consciousness level that we know kind of is there. So I want to give testimony that I did see a black hole in the sun over these past the past week or whatever, since the transit of Venus. That transit of Venus is a black hole. It's a stargate. That was Amun Nibro, His Majesty's, His Imperial Majesty's lightship, returning back into the sun. Yes, and I witnessed that on several occasions over the past, since the transit. And I documented that in videos. You can see that under This Is Not Anonymous, there's like 4 channels under This Is Not Anonymous, and 2 and 3 and 4, and Jamzen Jamaica, and Jamzen also on YouTube. And there's also This Is Not Anonymous on Facebook, or This Is Not Anon JA. And I've seen a lot of things. I might have been fooled a couple of times, but I'm not fooled about the black hole. And a lot of the things they duty is to make you nuts or suicide or do these things. They're really clever on how they do these things now with waves, and they have so much agents around in the public now around you. People around you, you can't believe the fuck. Here, I tell you one thing who's an agent. The CIA Baphomet, okay, is part of this for sure on the high end. And they are the ones who supply crack and cocaine and heroin to the world. That's a guaranteed fact. That's why the army's in Afghanistan. That is a guaranteed fact. Like here in Jamaica, you know, all the crack and cocaine people on the local level are really CIA agents. Yeah, they have no good intention for your people. No. They're not good people. I give you this testimony. And I tell you, I serve the Almighty, okay? I can tell you, look in my eye. I can tell you all different things. Okay? Look in my eye. I can tell you, I serve the Almighty. Who do they serve? Who do they serve? Ask them who they serve.